Welcome back, folks. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy here at Southland RV, and I have Will. I'm going to introduce him in a moment, but we're going to go through the East-West Class C motorhome. I'll let him do the explanation, but this is going to be kind of a quick introduction to their motorhome, so stay tuned. All right, so Will, so that people know who you are, why don't you do a short introduction about yourself and what motorhome are we in today?
For sure. My name is Will. Like Paul said, he might be the Air Force guy. I'm the Marine Corps guy. Did almost 12 years on active duty before switching over to the reserves. But this is the 𝚃𝚑𝚎 M-Class 24 FM. So it's on the Mercedes Sprinter diesel chassis, and it's just a great little setup. We've got a full wall slide behind me here with the queen bed. Some of the top features that it includes are going to be our 12-volt refrigerator. It's almost 11 cubic feet. So if you're not familiar with these, you're used to the old school gas-electric RV fridge. These things are great because of how big they are inside. They get colder, they cool down faster, and you can run them legally and safely while you drive down the road no matter where you go.
But a neat feature on that is if they're in bed or if they're coming out of the bathroom, yes, you can get into it from the other side,
from
right?
Both sides. Both of these doors open from either way, so you're not trying to squeeze around that door in an RV in a tight space.
Perfect.
We've also got a 15,000 BTU Coleman Mach main air conditioner here, so that's a pretty large air conditioner for a unit this size, from an exceptional brand. We've got a 12-volt max air fan with rain sense, 12-volt TV up front, so you can run it off the battery while you're driving down the road.
So how do we see that?
Well, it's just a normal TV, but it runs off of 12-volt instead of 110 AC.
No, my point was, so I mean, it's sitting there. I'm not going to be able to see it from the bed.
It's on a swing arm.
Oh, okay. So that's what I wanted you to point that feature out there, Will.
Yeah, it'll swing right out here when you're sitting here. But the bedroom's actually prepped for a second TV as well.
Okay.
It's got a mounting bracket back there and a
perfect
coax jack and an outlet for that. A couple of other really cool features are a hydraulic auto level right here, 4-point hydraulic auto level. It's also got a solar package, so there's our 30-amp charge controller right there. There's a 200-watt panel up on the roof, and there's 2 house batteries here. And the converter that we use is lithium compatible if somebody wants to make the switch.
Perfect.
But that 30-amp charge controller is more than you need for just that one panel. You could add a second or third panel up there depending on how you set them up.
Beautiful. And I like where these controls are right here as you come in the door. They're not down low, they're here, so you can actually stand here and see what you're working on.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of nice. So, how many seatbelts we have here? Because I guess we could sleep up to 6 people in here. How many seatbelts do we have, though?
So obviously you got the 2 up front with the swivel seats, and then you've got 2 here in the booth.
So are there any in the front?
There's going to be 2 in the back side of it.
So that's it. Okay, perfect. So basically sleep 4 capacity.
And this, we always like to say that this Mercedes Sprinter Class C is a great B-Van competitor. One of the biggest things you're going to get over the B-Van, obviously other than the room in here and the slide out and the cab over bunk, is also a full bathroom.
Okay.
So down a wet bath, you get a true shower, separate toilet, etc.
And it has its own little fan in here. And of course you have the shade there. Something, folks, if you don't like that, listen, what I did, I had the same thing in mind. I went ahead and put a spring bar in there and just hung a shower curtain inside. And I like the fact that on these, Will, that you're using that specially imported Italian tile for that shower.
Of course.
That's
nothing but the best.
Very, very
it does
nice
have
you guys to do that.
Tankless, on-demand water heater, so you don't have to worry about how long your significant other's in the shower or who gets to go.
And how do you pronounce that brand?
𝚑𝚑𝚎.
𝚑𝚑𝚎, okay.
Yep, and there's your control panel right there.
Perfect. I just want to make sure I get tripped up on some of these names. So what's the capacity of the bed over top of the seats there?
500 pounds.
500 pounds. And then of course with this U-shaped dinette, folks, that makes it nice. If you have 4 people, somebody could sit out here in the aisleway if you're going to be playing some games.
And obviously it makes into a sleeping area as well, like you said.
A larger sleeping area.
A nice large sleeping area. It's not like a traditional dinette booth.
And then of course I see for the bed here, obviously you can't use the bed if the slide's not out.
That's correct. The mattress is going to fold over.
But you do have the storage instead of having the window.
Storage in the back there. All of our drawers are going to be soft close drawers. And all of our cabinet fronts are going to be hardwood, so you don't have to worry about these peeling down here in the Georgia humidity.
Open that up again. Let's show them how deep this is. So that's hanging storage there, and you see it goes all the way across.
And you do have a hanging bar up there.
Perfect.
You mentioned before we've got our premium roller shades. They're blackout shades on all the windows.
And I can see you have the frameless windows.
Nice frameless windows.
Folks, and the benefit of the frameless windows is this. In the event that it's raining, you've got a better chance of leaving those windows open. If you had this power vent fan on, you were pulling, if you had to have a cover on that though, but you can still be pulling air through in the nicer weather. So what else you had to tell us about? Anything else?
Well, those are sort of the highlights. It's just a nice little unit. It's easy to drive. The Mercedes has got some of the really cool features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking. So that's one of the reasons people go for the Mercedes, just because of the ease of driving. You can park this unit pretty much any parking lot, and you know, maybe you have never driven a motorhome before. You'll feel very comfortable, drive smoothly. It's quiet. You can tow up to 4,200 pounds back there. It's got a propane generator built in with an 80-pound propane tank, so that's like 4 barbecue bottles to run that generator. Yeah, it's just a nice little unit, and it's priced really well.
Well, listen, I appreciate you coming in and spending the time with us on this. So any questions, comments, put them down below, and we'll be back at you again soon. Take care.